What is going on, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Still Talk Podcast. Hey, man, special guest on this the man himself, Coach Jack, man. Tell people who you are, man, where they can find you at.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm Coach Jack, aka Big Jack. You already know the vibes. But coming in from our podcast, jumping in with Jack, you can find it as I say it. Jump the letter in with Jack. Come mess with me. Come be around. Come feel the vibes, baby.
But they say, pull
Even
up
though
on me.
we mortal enemies,
Yeah.
you know, it's my
You see
dog.
what he got on over there, y'all. You see what he got on over there.
You already know I'm repping it. Come on now.
Man, just get up out of here, man. Get up out of here. So yeah, man. State of the North, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are the Bengals doing? What are the Steelers doing? Because I hear a lot of stuff going on out there, man. So tell me what y'all up to, bro.
Ready to fire the whole front office. But nah, seriously, it's contract after contract, bro. And we're in a situation where we are we're putting us being cheap over wins. I was shocked that Shamar Stewart said it out loud during an interview, and I was like, that's the first person I've ever seen really put the Bengals on notice. Like, are you here to win games, or are you here to swindle contracts? If you're here to win the games, then you know who to pay. If you're here not to win games, well, you can keep doing what you're doing. So, but the
Hey,
biggest thing overall is just pay your people, bro, and don't try to swindle them in contracts where it puts you at a better situation. And it's just like, brother, he's a first round pick. He hasn't even played a single snap, and you're trying to swindle him already. It's crazy to me.
I mean,
But I gotta
you paid your
ask,
guys
what's
though.
gonna?
You paid your guys
Yeah, we
though.
paid our guys. We paid the offense. There's only one guy on defense we need to pay, and we ain't paid him yet. There's only one
What happened
guy,
with him? He got
literally
left out.
one.
He got left out. What happened?
Hey,
Joe Burrow, what
listen,
happened? What about me, baby?
listen. Listen, and Joe's already said we need to pay the players that have made plays for us, and that's the guy that's made the most plays for us, especially on defense.
Yeah.
Name another guy we've paid on defense other than what Logan Wilson, and we didn't even pay him really anything because at the same time we
I mean,
shouldn't have
that's your
paid both of our backers
organization.
in the first place. It
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
it
yeah.
is, it is.
That's your
It's
organization,
just
man.
stupid
Always
to me.
been cheap. And
It's
you
stupid to
holding
me,
me up.
but hey,
You're holding me up
yes.
over here, man. You're holding me up. So
What are
I need you
you
to
up?
hurry up, expeditiously go ahead and get that done, man. If not, just let him go. Just let him go.
Man, listen, bro. Listen. Speaking of let him go, how about you let number 90 go?
Hold
Yeah,
on, man. Hold on. How our boy said, man, I can't do that. That's what I said. You need to go ahead and I need you to go ahead and get Trey done. I need the Cowboys go ahead and get Parsons done. So I just go ahead and make TJ, how he's paid. He gonna end his career lovely here in Pittsburgh. He's gonna take care of
Okay. I'm about to say I'm not looking for Trey to
him.
be
Yeah,
the
man.
highest paid. I'm not looking for Trey to be the highest paid, but he should be top 5. Like
Yeah,
right now,
yeah.
Nick Bosa contract right now, right? It's what 32, 33 mil, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's me, okay, if he's 34 mil, you tell me right now Trey Henderson isn't worth 32, 31, 32 mil, if not 30. 3 years, 32
Yeah.
mil. I just feel like I feel like that finishes out his career and he's good. And you're not taking a big hit off of it.
I'm scaring the Bengals fans off already. Get out of here.
So man, listen,
AFC
man, I'm
North
trying.
football in full effect, man. Wreak havoc. Wreak
All
havoc all through
right.
the AFC North.
But nah, seriously though. Looking at Nick Bosa's contract, he's 34 mil, right? Why can't
Yeah.
we give him 31, 32? 30 at 30 if we're going
Mm.
low ball, we can give him take a hometown deal because he loves it in
More than
Cincinnati.
that, he was a leading sack rusher
Yeah,
last
but
year,
he's
wasn't
also
he?
but I'm counting in age. I'm counting in age, and that's what's really holding up the Bengals right now, his age. So if that's the case, give him 31, 32 mil. He's top 5, but he's number 5. Yeah, he's under Bosa. And Bosa, I'm not saying in no shape or form Bosa's better than him, but Bosa's
Yeah,
younger than him. So obviously he's gonna get the nod before Hendrickson does.
I got you.
So
I track
he's
you.
be it
I mean,
as a
go with those
GM.
numbers.
Exactly. But I
He
think the
top
biggest thing
five.
with him
So
is the
yeah.
years. It's the years. So he's in a if we're just counting what he is as a defensive end, he's top 5, really top 3. And as a
You doing 31? You doing 31 mil for how many years?
I'll
3
do
or
3
4?
years. I'll do 3 years because I don't feel like he wants to do a 4 or 5 year contract. I feel like he wants to do like a 3 year, 4 year deal, and that's if 4 years is stretched. Like make the fourth year a void year. He gets 3 years. Make sure he gets those 3 years. Fourth year is a void year. If you don't like him in that fourth year, void it, release him, let him go do. Let him finish out to the promised land wherever he wants to go. Or if he wants to retire at that point, retire at that.
Y'all gotta hurry up and finish that. Y'all gotta hurry up and finish that. I need that out of here. Done. Move on to the next thing.
You need it. I
So,
need it. This has been like my headache for the past. I want to say since the off season started. This has been my headache
yeah. Oh yeah.
because the Bengals are
Oh yeah.
waiting too long to get contracts done, and then when they're time to get contracts done, they're always trying to say, "Well, you got to show me you're worth the contract that we're about to give you." But then when he shows you, you're mad when he asks for more. Yeah, because you just made me do the extra work to get a contract that I should have got in the first place. Jamar
Didn't he?
Chase, prime
Didn't he
example.
sign a year before or something like
Yeah,
that?
he
He signed
signed a one.
something.
He's technically signed for this year and next year. That's technically
Next
his
year.
contract right now.
And
So
so he
really, it would
signed
be
that contract, came out and balled out. You guys gotta
and
pay him, man.
now he wants an actual extension, not just that 1 year soften me up
Yeah.
deal.
Something
And now
something more
the
substantial long
blue,
term. I agree.
yeah,
I feel it.
exactly. Because he knows right now he's getting older, which means his play is going to sooner or later. So with that being the
Yeah.
case, he's
Kind of
thinking
just like Cam Hayward. Just like we did with Cam Hayward.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
I feel it. I feel it. Come on, Bengals,
Now
get it done, man. Get it
I'm
done, man.
telling you,
Unless y'all just think y'all gonna go out there and outshoot everybody, shootouts with everybody in
we
the
tried that
NFL.
last year. It didn't work. It didn't work. Mission failed.
I mean,
Not get him
what
again
they
next.
say? Defense win championships.
Like Major Price said on Call of Duty, mission failed. You'll get him next time. Yeah, it's not happening, bro. Like we need a little bit more.
Go ahead and stay just
Man,
like
listen.
that and carry on into the season. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Hey,
Straight
listen.
pour over there in Cincinnati.
Listen, I'm not worried about nothing that's going on in Pittsburgh until y'all figure out if y'all actually got a quarterback or if he about to pull the oopsie doopsie on y'all and
Now,
decide
hold
to
on now.
retire.
Now, hold on now. Now, hold on now. See, let me go ahead and learn you something now, my boy. We got Ron as a bad man, dog. You know how
That's
Stephen A. said, man. That's a
AARP,
bad
not
man.
Aaron. That's AARP, not Aaron.
Hey,
Come on now.
I know it's mini camp, but boy been looking like he got some mobility. Not like years before, but something we can do with. We gotta play Brady ball for a lack of terms with him. Put him in the pocket,
hmm
protect him well. So and just let him dissect a defense.
I think where y'all really should have stayed true to it, y'all should have kept what y'all had and then added Aaron Rodgers. I think GP with DK and then you put Aaron Rodgers in the at the quarterback position would have put y'all in a better stance than coming in this year with Calvin Austin and Van Jefferson playing your Calvin Austin. Who's your slot receiver? Well, Calvin Austin slot. Who's your other receiver on the other side?
Robert Woods right now. DK, Robert Woods, and Calvin Austin.
Because right now, you said Robert Woods, the guy who's played less than
Robert
60
Woods.
snaps the last 3
Yeah,
years he's been in the
yeah,
league, he's played 60 snaps maybe.
yeah. So
Yeah, good.
I
I
mean,
like my
that was the
chances. Like my
no.
chances.
Because we about to make a move now. We about to make a move. I honestly
I
believe
wouldn't. I would be
you
shocked if
don't.
he didn't.
You don't. And me personally, I wouldn't be shocked if we didn't because we technically did this last year with the trade away of Deontay Johnson. I mean, you brought a
That's
player
true.
back, but you want to talk about AARP? That man had back problems the whole season, so you pretty much got nothing for him.
That's
You
true.
pretty
That's
much got
true. That's
nothing
true.
for him. So that's why I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't bring in a weapon. But with all the reports out there, man, the Steelers been shopping around, bro. The Chris
I think
Olaves,
honestly, I thought y'all were gonna. Chris Olave would be a great addition. Zus. Oh my,
yeah.
that would be tough.
So
Him and DK, that would be tough.
yeah,
I thought y'all were gonna be one to go and
Allen
shopping for
Lazard.
Nuke. I don't know. I thought y'all were gonna shop for DeAndre Hopkins when he first left the Chiefs. I was like, that wouldn't be a bad pickup
No.
just to add another
No.
guy next to GP at the time. But he doesn't have to be a number one. He's not looking to be the number one here. You got your number one. You just need him to sit in the zone, sit underneath, get you 5 yards.
Only problem with that, man, that's relying on GP so much. And I
But
love
you
the
know
guy.
what GP
I
wanted
love
to
GP. I think he argumented top 5, at least somewhere up there, close to it talent
Cowboys with
wise. Me, I didn't like the move of getting away George Pickens. Having George Pickens and then you said DeAndre Hopkins and making George number one, that's too much trust. That's too much trust for him. Nah. Go to the Cowboys. Hey, do your thing over there. I wish you much failure with the Cowboys.
I'm not gonna lie though, but man, I just thought it was wild when the trade popped up because I'm just like, you just gave CeeDee Lamb a reason to get open more, like a way to get open more. Because if you gotta double that one, it's gonna be tough now in Dallas offensively.
Yeah, it was a great move for Dallas. I honestly feel like Dallas won it. I mean, we got a 3rd-round pick for him. I wanted a 2nd, and we do this
The
before the
Bengals
draft.
won
So
too.
I feel like that whole situation we botched.
Hey, the Bengals won that too. I'm like, hey, let's go Cowboys. All right, we them boys out here today. All I gotta deal with DK now, man. Listen, that's easy money. That's easy money. Every time we play DK had a bad game. I'm cool with this. Like, I'm cool. Like, George Pickens was a whole different story. He was a crash out. He was one of the ones that try to punch you in the face and then say you should have ducked afterwards. Now you got this guy. See him? They always gonna see you. You the biggest man on the field. Come on now, yes sir. GP got away with it. He was skinny and blend in. DK can't blend in. Yeah, you push Cam Taylor-Britt in the helmet now. Looking for it.
Nah, I think bringing in DK though. I did like the move of bringing in DK. The pairing with him and George, I felt like would have been A1 for the Steelers. But getting rid of George, and now who do you bring in? You have to bring in a bona fide, at least somebody that can get open. And when the defense leave them, like make them pay for it. Make them pay
He
for it.
has to be a stud
Great
somehow,
route
right?
tree.
He has to be a stud.
Yeah. So all these talks out here about, like I said, Chris Olave, Alan Lazard, um, Terry McLaurin from Washington. I don't I don't think he's gonna leave Washington. But if there is if there is Devo, look, Coach Jack,
Small chance. That
go
small
ahead. I'm
chance,
giving it to
yeah.
you. 2nd-round pick. Let's go. But I'm just saying
But that's
to
me.
me, Terry to me is a Brandon Ayuk from last year, honestly speaking. So that's
Yeah.
wishful thoughts and all of that. It'll be perfect. Now we look at Amari Cooper, and now I take him over Keenan Allen. Yeah, Keenan Allen came out and said he don't want to be here. I think that was all smoke and mirrors. You know, I didn't want Keenan Allen anyway. Bringing in Amari Cooper, a Chris Olave, and that's why I say if you telling me we going all in this year with Aaron Rodgers stacking the team up, let's go for that Super Bowl. Go get me a Chris Olave and go get me a Terry McLaurin. Throw the form at him. Make the Saints and the Commanders, do an offer that they can't turn down.
Okay.
Especially for
I like
Terry.
that. I like that. I think you're right about the Terry McLaurin situation. I think that is a situation where it is he's playing hardball, but we all know where he wants to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you know, he wants to stay in Washington, especially with the run they just had, how they look right now with adding Laramie Tunsil. It's a lot of things that are going up and up. So I definitely understand.
And they building the
Now,
stadium
Chris
over there
Olave,
too, so.
exactly. And then not to mention, now when you said Chris Olave, that's a situation where I think y'all can honestly win because he's looking for he hasn't been winning. He's a winning coach. He's a winning not coach, but winning player coming from winning genes. And now he's on the team where he's taking 3 consecutive losing seasons. He's looking at it right now like, bro, if I can go and be with a team right now who's consistently in the playoffs, and now they got a quarterback in the sense of Aaron Rodgers to make this happen, and I'm with another receiver who was a number one at his old spot and is still a number one now, why I could go there and probably make it happen. And just saying, our division isn't very, very well known for pass defense. So you got a shot.
Especially you over there.
Hey, now the
You
Ravens is worse
guys.
than us. I want to hear that.
I
Ravens
mean,
are worse than us.
we're gonna get to the Ratbirds.
See?
We're gonna get to the Ratbirds. We're gonna get to the Ratbirds on here.
Hey, so but I will say this: there is a couple pieces out there. Amari Cooper would be a great pickup. People are going to sleep on that. If you really want to go,
See, hold on.
honestly,
With Amari, real quick. At first, I didn't want him. I didn't want him because your reasoning for getting rid of George. You say he a cancer in locker room problem, whatever, blah blah blah. It could be drama diva. And if we on the notion of
hmm
getting rid of all of that in our locker room, bringing in Amari Cooper was kind of questionable. So, but that's why he's still on my list for lower.
I'll
If
say this:
anything fails,
Amari Cooper would be 10 times less in the sense of what locker room wise than George Pickens. I think that offer now, but I also think if we're gonna count a guy who's going to get open, not just with just deep balls, Amari Cooper's your guy because I think DK is your deep. DK is your deep, yeah, and I think that helps because he knows he's reliable. Amari Cooper has been on 3 different teams and had 1,000 yards with 3 different teams, so he's reliable. We know what he's doing. He's a good route runner. Even though I hate that it seems like most of his stuff is accredited to double moves, he makes a lot of plays underneath. I had to go back and watch tape to honestly realize how good he was. And if I'm being honest, if we can't figure it out at the slot position, the Bengals need to go pick up Keenan Allen right now. Right now. Just but honestly speaking, off season wise, bro, y'all have done a great job revamping the roster. You bring in Caleb Johnson, the rookie running back, like him, and then you came right back, added DK Metcalf. Now you traded away George Pickens, but I think DK and George Pickens they kind of even out in the sense of loss and gain. The only part is now is you got the slot receiver in Calvin Austin, which if he proves that he can be a slot, I feel like that's your slot receiver because he's also not only a slot receiver, but he could be your gadget guy where you're running jet sweeps, tosses, things of that nature, where y'all can be a little bit more modern day with your offense in some things. So I definitely see it. I definitely see it.
and see everything you talking about. That's what Aaron Rodgers brings. That middle of the field. That's what's
Mm-hmm.
been missing from the Steelers game. Aaron Rodgers is going to dice you up in that middle, especially if you have a weakness there. Like Aaron Rodgers is going to find that one thing that he can exploit and run with it.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
mental
true.
side of it. And then he still got the
So
arm
would you?
strength. So
Okay.
go ahead.
So what about? Would you think about Gabe Davis?
He's
Honestly
another one.
speaking,
He's another one. But
he'll probably be
he
cheaper. He'll probably be the cheapest out of all
he's going to be
all of
cheaper.
them.
He's going to
He'll
be
probably.
cheaper. Gabe Davis, I said this on the podcast too earlier episode. Gabe Davis is another Russell Wilson to us. You get him in on that cheap deal because
Mm,
he's gonna get paid. I think it's like 1.7 mil to sign Gabe Davis, but I don't think he's healthy enough. I don't think he's healthy enough. He went to
okay.
4 teams and walked out of all 4 with no contract.
Yeah, it's
So
something about
I
him
think
that's turning teams off.
yeah, he might be an addition. You know, right before the deadline season. A Mike Williams you bring in just to add some depth piece. But yeah,
Definitely get it.
I
Definitely get
like
it.
him though. And the thing on
All
Calvin
right.
Austin, you brought him up. You brought Calvin Austin up. And the thing I said about Calvin has literally taken step after step after step each year. Last year, route running was out of this world. The year before that, we was like, oh, Calvin just need to work on his route running. Got it. Got it in the bag. Now you bring in a quarterback that's going to utilize that slot position for real. Those quick slants, go routes. Calvin already got speed. I hate the terminology, but I look at Calvin as a po man's Tyreek Hill. He's fast. He's not now. Don't get me wrong. He don't have the hands, and he's not a Tyreek Hill. That's why I said poor man's. But speed wise,
Definitely.
Calvin will burn you. He'll burn you. And if you go back and look at some of our games, man, Calvin wide open. It was just our O line couldn't block, and Russ couldn't see him. He was too short.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
I feel like it's gonna
I
be
said
just
if
like
Calvin
it's
can
gonna be
be
like our situation.
Yeah, if Calvin can give us, I say 700 to 800 yards, we'll be straight. We'll be straight.
I think he'll give you 600 yards, but he gonna have more than 3 rushing TDs. Like he gonna get those little end arounds, or not even end arounds, but like just just jet sweeps and things like that. I think that's where he's gonna get some touchdowns at. Like you're gonna be that first and goal on like let's say the 13-yard line. You get backed up because of a penalty. You run a jet sweep. Calvin Austin finds a way. League block Darnell Washington, and then next he's to the. You know what I'm saying?
Gadget guy.
Just simple things like that.
Gadget guy.
Yeah, gadget guy. I think that's where he gets his touchdowns, like his big beef of working. But I feel like in the slot, he's still good. Like you said, I think the first 2 years his route running was like you saw him get open. I feel like this past year, you kind of saw him like he was going over the middle. He was taking post routes, wheel routes. He was getting a couple drags here and there. But it was just certain deep shots you couldn't hit because Russell Wilson's already 5'9", 5'10", and now you got him throwing to a 5'8" receiver behind 6'7" linemen with no time in the pocket.
With no time. It was terrible.
At that point, you basically you fighting for your life. So I had to bring this up because I listen to your podcast just like I know you listen to mine. So a certain person made a remark talking about he wasn't worried about them Bengals. Like we just ain't won it. And then not to mention, now you made a good point. Our defense took strides, but we took some strides to get better on the defensive side. But I feel like we haven't done enough. The key reason being Trey Hendrickson hasn't been signed.
Yeah, you let your leader walk. Captain of the defense.
Well, Jermaine Pratt was gonna walk no way because we weren't gonna pay him again. It was either get traded or get released, and we saw which one they chose. So, but at the same time, I feel like it was writing on the wall, if that makes sense. Like ever since he made that comment about what missed tackles, and bro, you had like 6 missed tackles in one game. All right, brother, you're cooked. Yeah, it's. Like he literally said out loud, "We're just not fast enough." So that told me right then and there where we were as athleticism in the linebacker core. But I will say this: I said this when it happened when we first signed these guys. Why did we sign both linebackers back? And we knew we needed our secondary more than we needed those linebackers. Like Jermaine Pratt made the play against the Raiders. Jesse Bates made the play against the Chiefs. Jesse Bates was the guy. Jesse Bates and Von Bell were the guys making the plays against the Bills. It wasn't the linebackers. It was the safeties. Our safeties saved us when we went to the Super Bowl. Like, just saying. Like, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, Tom.
Especially Bates.
Thank you. And we let Bates walk just to pay another guy next year what we should have paid Bates. How that make sense? If we don't pay one of those linebackers. Exactly. If we don't pay one of our linebackers when their contracts came up, let's just say we kept Jermaine Pratt, we let Logan Wilson go. Either or. Whatever way you want to choose. We pay Jesse Bates, and we have Jesse Bates, one of our linebackers from last year. So let's just say it would have been Jermaine Pratt, Jesse Bates still being here. Jesse Bates makes us 11 win team last year. Jesse Bates makes an 11 win, maybe 12 win team last year.
I can see that.
Honestly speaking, we probably beat the Chiefs. We 9 times out of 10 beat the Ravens at least one. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of our problems last year was, one, when the pass rush didn't get our secondary was terrible. Like, our secondary was terrible. We were not top 5 in any statistic last year defensively. We weren't top 15 in any statistic, I think, other than turnovers. And that was because at the end of the year, we faced the trashiest quarterbacks we could face. Honestly speaking, we faced Cooper Rush. We faced, at the time, Russell Wilson on a down spiral. We faced Daniel Jones. We faced the only quarterback the 2 quarterbacks we faced that were legitimate at the time. Justin Herbert, who we lost to because we gave up 27 points in the first quarter, in the first half, and we beat Bo Nix. And that was because we just picked on the one guy who just came back from injury. And honestly speaking, it should have been game over because if he just puts a little bit less on the ball. That's a catch on 3rd and 13. That's a catch because they fooled everybody in the whole stadium with that play. So
that's why I was telling you closer to the end that y'all had a shot. Y'all could have made it because we didn't care about the game. We were already in.
The Chiefs didn't want that to happen. The Chiefs didn't want that to happen, bro. I don't think no team in the AFC wanted us to make the playoffs when we got that hot. Yeah. Like Jamar Chase is on a tear. He's been on a tear the whole season. T. Higgins is now showing up. run. We just lost. We had lost Chase Brown, but he still played. But he was still playing at a pretty good level. Defense was finally looking somewhat like, not gonna say decent, but we were looking like if we get in a shootout, we got a chance. We got a chance in the shootout, and I
Oh
don't
yeah.
think the Chiefs wanted to play us because we're one of the only defense that actually give the Chiefs problems, like consistently give them problems.
And now the Eagles.
Because yeah, and now the Eagles. Because I ain't gonna lie,
And
we
now the
saw
Eagles.
Christmas Day. I ain't gonna lie to
But
you.
yeah.
But nah. So my question is, who is one guy that you're expecting big things from this year for the Steelers? Who's
I
one
got
guy?
one guy. Man, look, I got quite a few, man.
Or a group. Or a group. If you got a group,
Nah,
give it a group. But
one
since it's being
one
Steel
guy,
Talk, I gotta know.
one guy for sure, Robert Jones, that whole
Mm-hmm.
line.
Okay.
But more
Fair enough.
emphasis on him because now is we actually got to see: are you something or are you nothing? And if you ain't,
Okay.
get him up out of here expeditiously. We know what we're doing. This year right here is the year for us to put all of our pieces together and see what fit and what don't. And then next year in the
Okay.
draft that's in Pittsburgh, you go get that. We already know quarterback
Ooh.
first round. We already know that. And I
Mm.
don't care if Aaron Rodgers was not here and we've seen Mason Rudolph and Will Howard this year. It did not matter. If Will came out there and balled out, star. It does not matter, Devo. Quarterback, first round. O lineman,
So if he
second round.
balls out, you still taking quarterback?
Yes. I won't I won't move up
that's that.
for the
That's.
quarterback. But yeah, I'm drafting the
But you're gonna
quarterback.
take best available.
And then
Taking best available at the point. Okay.
at that point, yeah. Yeah, because you're gonna give Will we're not starting a rookie quarterback at all. Like even if Aaron wasn't here, it'd be Mason, then we'll switch to Will. So next year
Okay. So
we won't start that star either way. Like if we had Cam Ward this year, we wouldn't have played Cam Ward. Mike Tomlin never does that. Mason Rudolph would have still started over Cam Ward. And then we probably would have made the switch mid-season or so. But
well,
Robert
unless your
Jones
name's
for
Ben
sure.
Roethlisberger, then.
No, he sat too. He sat.
Well, yeah, he
He
did,
sat
didn't
too.
he? Oh, man, you're right. Oh. Okay. 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 Fair enough.
He
Fair enough.
sat too.
Fair enough.
At Mahomes, he sat. So
It's true. It's true.
we'll see.
Jordan
But back
Love
to
did
it though,
too.
the
Jordan.
yeah. But the guy for sure, like I said, Robert Jones. And then next after that, Joey Porter. Joey
Mm,
Porter is next on that
the
list.
dog. The
Yeah.
dog. Okay.
I got high
Okay.
hopes for Joey, man. That's Joe P, man. I got high hopes for him.
Yeah.
But I just feel
He
like you
got family
bringing in,
ties.
yeah, legacy, man, legacy. So you brought in Darius Slay, and you already know what that's for, to mentor and teach Joey Porter. Maybe last year, Darius Slay, maybe one more. I can see him possibly resigning if he still got it in him and seeing how far we go. And then the next guy to add to that, the Joey Porter point that I want them to bring in is Jalen Ramsey. I don't want Jair Alexander. If we complaining the thing with Chris Olave, if we complaining about he gets so many concussions, we don't want him. Why go and get Jair Alexander that played only 3 full seasons out of 7 or so, whatever the number is. He been hurt. Now, granted, when he on the field, he's a star. Jalen Ramsey all day. Those two guys, Robert Jones, you're going back to your natural side. There should be no more complaints. You even said last year was funky. Came in this year in shape, fit, looking like a beast out there in mini camp. Like, and Joey P.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's,
I ain't
those are
gonna
the two.
lie. I hope you don't learn nothing, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But nah, I definitely get it though.
Go.
If I had to say if I
Joey
was the
P.
Steelers.
Okay,
Mm.
good.
But I was gonna say, if I was a Steelers fan, Roger Jones is definitely up there. Moving back to his original spot, well, his original side that he's been comfortable with, but also because that Steelers offensive line is usually known to be pretty high up there on the offensive line tier list. To see y'all have that drop off the past couple of years, I mean, it feels like ever since Pouncey left, it feels like everything has taken a step down each year. But I
Taking
will
a
say this.
step
I
down.
will say this.
Nigga fell off.
Like I said, look, I say a step down because y'all still make the playoff consistently. That's why I haven't said like fell off. You know what I mean? If y'all weren't making the playoffs, then they'll be like, okay, hey, they're falling. But like the fact that y'all are continuously making the playoffs still puts y'all in that situation of like they're not bad, they're just not good. They're just like in that mediated gray area where it's just like, are they good? Like we could actually put them up here with those, those cowboy-esque, chief-esque at not now Chiefs, but before Chiefs esque, Detroit Lion esque type offensive lines, or are they, Bengal esque, uh, Washington Commanders esque offensive line. You know what I mean? So now the second one, I ain't gonna lie, you made a great point. Oh my goodness, JPJ. If he takes a step, it's just one position of need, and that's another corner that can match him. And that puts y'all on it. Now Minka's gonna be Minka, and that's why I like the fact that y'all are still letting Minka play phenomenal football. It's just now I want to see a guy that I have up there for y'all, and this is just because the fact of how y'all offense is set up right now. I want to see Pat Freiermuth or one of those tight ends take a step up. The reason why is because Aaron loves his check down Charlies. And his check down Charlie is going to be the tight end. And if Pat takes that step to be, I'm not saying he got to be 1,000 yards, 14 touchdowns. But if he's hitting 900 yards, 1,000 yards as a tight end, and it makes DK's life a little bit easier, that puts Aaron in a better situation. That puts Caleb Johnson in a better situation. That puts your offense in a better situation. So, that would be my guy. My secondary, I'm right there with you. It'll be right there with either JPJ or Broderick. That would be my two guys. But
see, I didn't put Pat because I think Pat is going to eat. I think Pat is going to eat. It's just like what I was saying with Calvin Austin and Russ. Pat was open. We just don't use the middle of the field. Mike Tomlin came out and said it. Middle of the field, that's what turnovers are. Bro, what? What is you saying? You up here on national TV telling us this? You're not going to use the middle of the field? And I think that bringing in Aaron Rodgers going to look at Mike Tomlin and be like, hey, bro, I got this.
We throwing over.
Remember, I stopped Joe last Super Bowl. Yeah. You handle that. You handle that, and I'm gonna handle this. Arthur Smith, dial me up. That's what I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna do. So I get it though. I like that though. Pat Freiermuth, because we also looking at tight ends, man. They contacted Jonnu Smith, Kyle Pitts. Out of those two, give me a Kyle Pitts.
Because y'all got the blocking tight ends. Y'all need receiving tight ends. So it makes sense. That would definitely make more sense. But I think if y'all get Kyle Pitts, y'all can give up some draft picks. I'm letting y'all know that now. Kyle Pitts is coming with draft picks. He's coming with draft picks because he's young. He's 6'6", runs a 4.5, 4.4, 40. Bro, it's gonna be hard to come off him with just no type of compensation. Exactly. So it's definitely gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a fun case.
That's the thing with him though. If you saying that we're going all in because we got Aaron Rodgers, why not? Why not? I think wide receiver is more important, but Arthur Smith offense, 2 tight ends set, 3 tight ends. You just mentioned Caleb Johnson back there. I got Najee on the back of the chair, but Caleb Johnson back there, Jalen Warren gonna dice you up all day, every day. So
I got a proposal for you. All right, you're the Steelers. Falcons come calling.
Mm-hmm.
You can get Kyle Pitts, but you got to give me Darnell in a third, Darnell in a fourth.
No, you tripping. Tripping off real.
Listen. I just want Darnell Washington. I feel like in the standpoint, it's fair. It's tight end for tight end. But we know right now, Kyle Pitts is a bigger name and a bigger asset. He'll be a bigger asset on the Steelers than Darnell Washington will be for the Falcons. Hey, this is all I'm doing the whole time.
Tight end, bro.
And that's exactly why I want him to go to the Falcons. That's exactly why I want him to go. That's exactly why. But no, seriously though, I think the Falcons would be smart to go for him though. And this is just speaking in the sense of that team. Their tight end, they don't have a tight end that can really block. And their run game is emphasized around moving inside switches where they move the tight end on the snap takes out the end, or he's setting up the block to be able to make the hole. So with that being the case, I feel like Kyle Pitts doesn't fit that because they were subbing Kyle Pitts out and putting Drake London at the tight end spot or like a chop down wide receiver role to make that block because Kyle Pitts couldn't do it. So if a wide receiver has to come in and do it, If you can get somebody like Darnell Washington in there that can do that, dude, but then I look at it on the Pittsburgh Steelers side. You have now Pratt Freiermuth and Kyle Pitts. Pat can block. He's just not better than Darnell Washington at it. But if you're bringing in Kyle Pitts, you can put Pat at the tight end spot. If you want to go big, put Kyle Pitts at the slot, DK on another side, Robert Woods on the other side, and rock out. So you got a 2 tight end set technically, but it's now he has a slot corner or a, if not safety on him. And now he's blocking the slot corner or safety compared to blocking the linebacker or end who he sucks at blocking. So I feel like that, and the vertical threat, you have the vertical threat now, the receiving threat. You have 2 receiving threat tight ends out there. One just blocks way better than the other. So go ahead and trade him away. Trade him away, baby. Trade him out the division.
Not doing that, bro. Not doing that. You're making sense, and just not doing that, bro. Not doing that. Not right now. If anything, like we got to see what Darnell has left. Not really left, but like his full potential, because I don't think it's been shown. I don't think it's been shown
Okay,
at
fair.
all.
Fair.
Big boy last year did go out there and catch the ball. Now took it almost to the end zone. He got tired. He had to slow down. He ran out of breath. But Big boy caught that ball, man. Mount Everest, Mount Washington.
Hey,
That
look at
big.
here.
Watch out for him. That's all I gotta say, man. That's all I
Hey,
gotta say. And I think Aaron
he's a
Rodgers is the perfect guy.
dude.
But our offensive line gotta gel. It gotta be perfect. Not perfect. It has to be. We gotta have a decent offensive line. Give Aaron Rodgers some time to throw that ball because he got a quick release no matter what. So, and it's still there.
He gonna let it fly. He gonna let it fly. Oh man, if I had to look at my team, Jesus, let me even think about this. I'm gonna say number 1, and it's gonna sound crazy because he's getting thrown on the spot as a rookie. Dylan Fairchild. We gotta have better guard play than last year. The fact that we had 2 of the worst guards in football is not, one being the worst guard and the other one being top 5 in the worst guard conversation. So that's not good. So Dylan Fairchild off the rip. Number 2, I'm not gonna do 2 rookies. I was gonna say Shamar Stewart, but I'm gonna say Cam Taylor-Britt, cornerback. He had the great pick against the Kansas City Chiefs with the one-hand turnaround Odell Beckham style. But after that, name me another play. I feel like right after that pick, it felt like his whole season just went down the drains. Like he had one play and then it was just like, I forgot what defense is. But I will say this, at the end of the year, those last 5-6 games, minus, obviously giving up 27 points in the first half against the Chargers, the defense played way better than what we saw all year. They had a lot of times where they seemed like they were always like trying to make the adjustment once they saw everything going on. Like it was like once their already offense is lining up and they're finally saying like, oh, what you want to do here? What you want to do here? When the play's about to start, and it's like if they don't get it out, and one guy does one thing, another guy does another thing. The next you know, we got a wide receiver downfield wide open. We don't know how it happened. We got to make a tackle. I think that was one of our biggest things last year. Communication was big because we didn't do it a lot, and when we did do it, it was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We don't know what we're doing. And it was like, bro, how are y'all breaking a defensive huddle and nobody knows what's going on? Like nobody. Everybody's asking questions. How is that possible? Like nobody subbed out. How are we breaking a defensive huddle and we're asking questions off the rip? That don't make no sense. Like what are we doing Monday through Thursday?
That's kind of how we was, I say, with Patrick Queen, giving him that leadership role in the defense. I think it's better if he just go free, and that's not trying to say he can't be a leader, but I think like his game is just better. Give that to somebody else and just let him rock out. So I feel what you're saying. Communication, definitely.
Honorable mention though for me, and I'm gonna say this because he has to play and ball out this year. Geno Stone, safety from we got from the Ravens last year. He gave me a little bit of hope at the end of the year when he started getting a couple plays in, but again, that was against subpar talent. Not calling every team subpar talent, but the quarterback play was subpar talent. I need that Geno Stone against the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, because there should be no reason Lamar is able to do a 360 no scope to the middle of the field and that ball isn't going the other way. There should be no reason that happens. Like, just saying. But again, those are my two guys in honorable mention right there. Those three guys, if they have good years, we are in a good situation. We are in a good situation. If we're in a bad situation, those guys all have good years, we have a problem. Or we had a lot of injuries, one of the two.
I got you. I got a good honorable mention for real.
Who
Roman
you got?
Wilson.
I
Roman
was waiting.
Wilson.
I was waiting on this guy to pop up. I like him actually. I liked him in
I thought
college.
about it when
So
you said Geno Stone as an honorable mention. Roman Wilson. Because that's going to fix a lot of problems Roman can. If Roman can
if
really
he
lock
steps
in.
up,
I don't know what the thing was last year. If it was injury, but then he got healthy. We still didn't play him. It was talks he couldn't read the playbook. It was talks that he wasn't healthy at all. Roman definitely is one.
because he's not a bad guy. He's not a because bro, everybody that talks about him from Michigan when he was at Michigan, they say he's a dog. And like even when they did the Senior Bowl, but Mike Tomlin would even say he was like, I don't know who that is, but he is cooking. Whoever goes out there, he's cooking. Like
No
he's having a
ACLs.
great like
With
no
no
ACLs
Achilles.
out there getting busy. Like I think they had him in because that year it was him and Quinyon Mitchell who really stood out, and they matched up against each other. And Roman and Quinyon were going at it like two to three straight reps. They were at each other's
and we
necks.
drafted him to be opposite. We
So
drafted him to be on the outside, opposite of
give
DK.
it some time.
Let's go.
Give it some time. I promise you. I feel like he will be the guy that everybody will think is not going to be. Not gonna say not gonna be good, but he's right now under the radar. Nobody's really worried about him. Nobody's really talking about him. You haven't heard Roman Wilson's name really like that. And I think he's gonna go to camp and he's gonna be the guy Aaron Rodgers likes first. Because he's a great route runner. He's a great route runner. And I think that's what's gonna help him stand out.
Oh yeah.
My guy
I think
on the receiver side is like that too though. But continue on. I got a guy I want to name.
Go ahead. Name him.
Oh, he's in the same category. He's in the same category, but it's just he was a troublemaker. Jermaine Burton, a rookie we drafted last year. Yeah, so I'm in the same boat.
Okay. Yeah. For your team, I would have said Mims and Geno Stone. I would have said those two.
If he picks it up, if Mims gets better, Joe Burrow might not get touched this year, dog. And not saying like in a not like in a way like saying like he'll never be sacked. I mean like he's going to have. This is going to be the first year where he's feel like he's not being like smacked, hit, slapped every play. Like
nobody tripping me. Ain't nobody tripping me.
Yeah, like we've seen the years where TJ and Cam Hayward were just jumping that man. Like let him get up, boom. Like bro, come on, bro. Like it's never that serious.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All great, all game, man. All Steelers, man. It's still talk, but
just let me throw this touchdown. Like why y'all over here hitting me? Just let me throw this touchdown.
None of that.
But I think this year, honestly, bro, correct me if I'm wrong. This is one of the first years where we're literally looking at our young talent and be like, bro, y'all gotta perform. Like we need y'all to perform. Like I'm looking at my team right now. Exactly, because our generation, what we grew up with watching is all leaving slowly but surely. I mean, I lost Chad, AJ, Tyler Boyd, Jesse Bates, Leon Hall. I've watched it. You've watched Ben, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Martavius Bryant, Ryan Shazier, Juju. Man. We don't watch Troy. We've watched it, dog. Like
now, here's the thing. I got a lot of pushback on this when I say this about Juju. I think Juju was decent, and him going to Kansas City, I think that's the best thing that could have happened to him. His best fit. Do you agree? Like,
yes.
Can you see Juju anywhere else other than Kansas City?
His best fit was Antonio Brown. His best fit now as a player though is the Chiefs. Yes. His best fit as a player was the Chiefs. His best fit as a team was Antonio Brown and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Because the way y'all played him, he played exactly what he's doing on the Chiefs now, just with less motion. A lot of drags, a lot of slants, a lot of stop routes, catch the ball, make a play. And that's his game. Look, catch a ball, make a play.
My fellow Yinzers out here, man, still a nation. We be going over the deep end sometimes, bro. We be going over the deep end, man. This player is trash. This player is trash. This player. Like, I can't tell you how many times I was in the airport, bro. Let me talk about this. When I went up to Pittsburgh last year, I was in the airport talking to all the Steelers fans, Cowboys fans, everybody all sitting there waiting on the plane. All the Steelers fans. I'm probably the only one that was like, Harris, okay, we're good. We got Harris. Everybody else, Harris is trash. Get him out of here. He's such a girl. He cries too much. I was like, bro, we supposed to be united. I look like the 1,000 yards every year. Now, it came with a hell of carry.
What you want the man to do.
So, and that's the same with Juju, bro. I just feel like we be so over the deep end on players, man. Oh no, we don't want this player. He got too many problems. The man's decent. He's great. Why we don't want that player?
Just saying, every dude that's left that organization that y'all said was toxic won a chip afterwards. Every dude that was said to be toxic that left that team won a championship. Le'Veon Bell's the only one, I think. I think he's the only one.
No, he went with the Chiefs. Or was he not on that Chiefs roster that year?
Nah, not that year. I think that was the year he got yeah. So I think Antonio Brown got one, Juju got one. Yeah, from that Triple B's team was just Juju and Brown. Bell almost got one, but then Chiefs lost to the Bucks. That's crazy, bro.
That was it. Yeah.
I will say this though. I will ask this. Is that toxic culture the player, or is it Mike Tomlin allowing it? Because at some point it's if it's a trend, the coach steps in somewhere. Like he plays a part somewhere.
Already, bro. It was a trend. Yeah. Look at our wide receivers: Antonio Brown, Deontay Johnson, Juju Smith-Schuster, Chase Claypool, George Pickens. That is 5. Now you can say
we're not even at a trend no more.
Antonio Brown. You can say Antonio Brown tripped after he left the Steelers, but no, he was in the locker room recording with Mike Thomas in there saying no phones. Like it's been there. We just had him under wraps. But
yeah, that's true.
It's 5, bro. It's 5, and guess what? We got another one on the team. He hurt right now. Rock Taylor, undrafted rookie, crash out from Tennessee. He's from Tennessee, Memphis, played in Memphis. Another crash out, but got talent through the world. Mike Tomlin loves those crash outs, bro. It's Mike Tomlin.
Because I'll say this. All your crash outs get blocked. All your crash outs get blocked. Every single one of them.
We might suplex you.
For real. GP can block his butt off. DK can block. Claypool could block. Juju could block. Antonio Brown, he might be small, could block. All of them could block, bro. All of them. And I hate it because remember, Vontaze Burfict, no. But can they? Yes. Vontaze Burfict learned that personally. Juju said, hey.
I love it.
And then Von Bell got it back in blood though, so we good. We good. Want to dance on the logo? Okay. Yeah. All in all, bro.
I don't have it. I thought I still had the picture. I was gonna show it. The Juju hit up perfect.
Listen, man. We both have teams right now, bro, who are basically saying our rookies need the ball. And it ain't got to be like a ball out like lead the league. But if you want to lead the league, go ahead, please be my guest. But we're looking for consistency. We're looking for consistency, bro. You can see it on both sides. Consistency is going to be what keeps us both in contention for this division and for the playoffs.
And this is why I'm not so hard on Mike Tomlin, just for that reason. We're playing with a bunch of young players. You got to give them players time to grow, mature, and learn their game. For instance, Calvin Austin, like I've been saying, each year he's been taking steps. Okay, now going into year 4, it's time to show and prove. At least show something, some more promise, not fall off a cliff. And then another thing, Mike Tomlin, bro, we've been rebuilding while staying relevant. Now we ain't been winning those playoff games, but we've been to the playoff every year. That's why I be saying, like, why people so down. This to you. I've been saying that for the last 5, 6 years. This is the first losing season. Losing season. Steelers are there every year. We always have something to say about it. So now this year, really just focus on rebuilding. Whatever comes out, comes out. I'm not saying tank. I know that was in the national media. Steelers need to go in and tank. No, don't tank. Put your best foot forward. Start these players who you think gonna be here for the long term. And if it don't work out with them, at least you know. At least you know.
That's right.
Now you know where
That's
to move
right.
on from.
I think that's where we are. That's where we are as a Bengals team right now. We're looking at it like I think Zach Taylor. He's gotten the short end of the stick in the sense of the front office not being a help with getting these contracts done. So that's one. But two, I just think this is also good because we're getting to see a lot more of these guys that we just gave 1-year contracts to. So one being Joseph Osai. We're getting to see him on the left side and the right side because Trey Henderson not being there. He's taking 1 reps. We're getting to see Cam Johnson, another guy coming back from a torn ACL. Another guy can play left and or right. We get to see Geno Stone coming off of a season. Not gonna say a good season. Not gonna say a bad season. Season because he made it back up at the end of the year. But I need that the whole year, not just the end of the year when we need it. When we need 6 straight wins. Another guy, another position group. The whole cornerback room. I'm not gonna just say 1 or 2 people. The whole cornerback room. Everybody from Cam Taylor-Britt all the way down to all the way to DJ Ivy. I need to see every single guy getting reps, and that's 1s, 2s, 3s, and thank you for mentioning the whole line. I need to see steps from. I need steps in Amarius Mims. I need to see steps from Dylan Fairchild, even Jalen Phillips, the guy we drafted in the 5th round, the guard from the guard/tackle from Miami. If he can come in and make a difference, and if he takes a 1 spot for right guard or for right guard, fine. Oh well. Guess what? We're gonna have 2 rookies starting. Oh well. Yeah. Lucas Patrick, find your bum behind the same. Show me something. There better be a reason we signed you. Like even coaching staff, Jason Peters, you better show me something. Guess what? You're the offensive line coach. We just went pitchforks and torches for Buddy to get fired. I better see a difference. I better not see Joe Burrow first 3 plays of the first 3 drives. He's on the ground 4 times. I better not see it because again,
Want to see it?
I don't know that.
Want to see it? Can we go for 8 sacks again?
No, don't need none of that, bro.
Can we go for 8 sacks again in the game?
There is only 1 room in the whole Bengals organization. I am like, bro, 2 rooms that I am like, we are solidified. We're good. We're Gucci, Prada. 3 position groups. You already know one of them. Wide receiver. Quarterback.
Here we go.
And the surprising one that everybody's gonna be surprised that I said is that running back. Chase Brown, and I love the young cat that we got right now with Taj Brooks. The young guy, Taj Brooks and Chase Brown.
Yeah. Because I was looking at Chase Brown last year, like, hold on, who's this guy? From Chase who? I thought it was Jamar Chase. Chase Brown? So they got Jamar Chase Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, bro, was 9 yards away from 1,000 yards. 9 yards away from 1,000 yards, like bro, and got hurt. So
I like that one.
We're in both in that same position, bro. And I like y'all running. I like y'all running back room. I like y'all running back room a lot. I hate it when we play y'all, but I like it. Caleb and Jalen Warren, that's going to be a complimentary piece for y'all. The way that's going to work together.
I did an episode on Caleb Johnson. The way he came out and he spoke at rookie minicamp and all that. Look, the guy knows. He knows what he's good at and what he's not good at. And he's been focusing on what he's not good at. Pass pro? Oh, man, I can't wait to see him in Latrobe. The training camp? Oh, I can't wait to see him in Latrobe, man. Them one-on-ones, the Friday nights light. Oh, my goodness. And the man been saying, I got up with Jalen Warren. I need to work on pass pro. Me and you all day long being pass pro. got with our running backs, coach, pass pro, pass pro, pass pro. It's gonna be something great. And Caleb Johnson fits what we want to do so well. It's been so many times I keep saying this to why are we doing zone run when we can't do zone run now this year? Oh man, I'm ready for it. Jalen Warren, like I said, gonna
Strike
dice
the
you up.
band.
He gonna dice you up. He gonna dice you
Caleb
up, and then
Johnson, he's coming down with
my man said he trying to win rookie of the year.
rookie. Not so fast there, kid. Not so fast.
Hey, let's go for it, man. Let's go for it. on X, follow me on X. Still talk 6. I got it pinned at the top. I said leaving pin until you win rookie of the year. Let's go, Caleb Johnson,
Ooh,
baby. I'm with it.
pinned there for a
I'm
while.
with it. Let's see something.
It's all good. It's gonna be pinned there for a while, but
Which might. I don't know. It's gonna
I
be
will say
kind of
this.
hard. You got to do a Carter, Travis Hunter, so it's gonna be kind
Hey,
of hard for him.
hey, listen, man. If it's anybody that has a chance to win it, though, he's up there. He's up there, dog. Like people are sleeping on how good he actually is. Like yes, he went to Iowa. Yes, he was a dog at Iowa. Yes, he was 1,000 yards easy at
Loyalty,
Iowa. Yes, we know.
loyalty. He
But
stayed there for loyalty.
but I will say this: he could have went anywhere in the country and probably been starting back. Just put that into words for you. Like he could have went anywhere in the country right now. If he would have said third year at Iowa and been like, yeah, I'm about to leave, go somewhere else, try to up my stock. He would have went anywhere in the country and started number one back in the country. Well, number one back on that team right now. So he is no slouch in no way, shape, or form. Do not let the Iowa fool you. I promise you. Because when y'all see he hits a one cut and he runs it up the sideline, as long as it's not against the Bengals, I'm gonna be hyped. Until
I'm ready
as soon as it's against the Bengals, I hope.
I'm ready for it.
As soon as it's against the Bengals, I'm hoping that he sweeps the knee. Somebody sweep the knee. I ain't gonna lie to you.
See, look at you, man. That's my here, bro. First
I said as long as it's not against the Bengals. I said as long as it's not against the Bengals, I hope the Turf Monster get him. You know what I'm saying? If it's against the Bengals, the Turf Monster need to get him. Like, not gonna lie to you. Me and Mr. Knight will have a
they starting it already.
Hey, we're gonna give him the shirt Ryan Shazier special. Hey, look at here. I'm like, he gonna look to the sideline. See?
Hold on.
Hey, we're gonna tell him just like we gonna go just like how Mike Tomlin used to do Ryan Shazier. Ryan, you see him over there, he got 100 yards rushing. Know what time it is. Hey, Bud Dupree.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's all you saw. Hey, Bud Dupree. Hey, Bud. That's all you need to know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Man.
They thought Mike Tomlin was doing They thought Mike Tomlin was doing the cat daddy on the sideline. The whole time he was telling them to sweep the knee. Sweep the knee.
Oh man. No, Mike Tomlin. Well, Mike Tomlin against the Ravens. When Mike Tomlin was running down the sideline, he looked up at the board, jumped on the field. So I was like, I didn't know. He was in the interview about it. The man looked in the microphone, looked in the camera, looked.
In the words of a great man. In the words of a great man. And the great man is the exact man we talking about. Sir, we do not care. First of all, I'm about to get away with this. Hey, looking at the Jumbotron, watching this man get closer to you, and you just like, is that me? It's me. You don't know what you look like?
Ryan Clark. I think that was Ryan Clark podcast. That was funny.
Oh, the pivot. Oh my gosh. Hey man, but
I said, Mike
Jesus
Tomlin,
Christ,
the
state of the North.
What you were doing, bro. whole lot of foolery going on in the North, y'all.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, from contract disputes all the way to who's my quarterback. Man, listen, bro. From do I have a Z? I got an X. Do I have a Z to do I have a defense end? Do I have a left or right end? Do I have a first round draft pick at that? Because if he holds out for the season, he can re-enter the draft. And I'm just over here now, like, bro. If we're the first team in history to have a dude sit out the whole season and re-enter the draft, we are going to look at the stupidest franchise in NFL history. We are literally going to be the stupidest franchise in NFL history. What are we gonna do?
Unprecedented.
Because
Unprecedented.
he would set the precedent for what could be the new thing if you just don't like where you're going. Like if I'm a
Yeah.
quarterback and I get drafted to the Jets,
Shedeur Sanders. 'Cause he didn't want to go to the Browns.
sit up.
Let's say Shedeur would have came in
Yeah.
this year coming and the Bengals did that. Tamar Stewart did that. Oh man, a lot of people gonna follow suit. I think so. Especially when you talk about bad organizations, Jets, New York. We'll see what the Jags do.
The Jags are trying to not be in that conversation.
Saints.
Who else?
Chicago.
Saints. Chicago. It's some teams out there, boy. You're fighting for your life. Carolina close, but they done had two. They had a Hall of Fame. They dang near got a Hall of Famer with Cam Newton. But man, still, it's still close.
Look,
Jesus,
right
bro.
They right there with them.
That's what I'm saying.
They need to send Xavier Legette over here to the Steelers. I'll take him off their hands.
Here he go.
With the quickness.
Here
You
we
talking
go.
about going to get a weapon? Let's go get him. Hey,
Just
big
I
guys
want
all over the
Kayvon.
field, you know? Big country.
Oh, people straight up. I was like, bro, if y'all really want the Bengals to win, the Bengals would have got Kayvon Thibodeau from the Giants and then just not even drafted the defense end. We would have drafted Malachi Starks and we would have been all right. It would have been Kayvon Thibodeau with Trey Hendrickson. Same Demetrius Knight pick, Barrett Carter, and we would have been straight. We wouldn't even have to waste pick on defense end. We would have just wasted a pick on either,
first two alone gonna wreak havoc.
Corner. Thank you. Kayvon Thibodeau and freaking Trey Hendrickson.
Wreak havoc.
With Demetrius Knight and Barrett Carter, Demetrius Knight, Logan Wilson, and Barrett Carter in the linebacker core. We're good, bro. Gucci. With Malachi Starks over top, we would have been Gucci.
So let me ask you this. And it's early now.
What's up?
It's super early. Before training camp predictions, where you see the Bengals being? And with rosters how it is now.
We're fighting for the playoffs. And sadly but frustrating to say, it's probably going to be against y'all. That middle part of the year where we got, Ravens, Buffalo, Ravens. If we don't take one of those, we're fighting. I'm off rip. I know right now it's a dogfight week 1. We got Cleveland week 1. We have to win. Like the best case scenario right now, we go into that Buffalo Ravens matchup 2-1. So I think we sweep Cleveland again, just by the way their roster set up right now. But the part that I'm looking at the most is
their quarterback.
Do we get that first? Right now, that's what I'm saying. Who's the quarterback? Because Joe Flacco right now looks like the starter. Deshaun Watson's still coming back from the ACL. Not saying he won't be ready by then, but just saying. He's coming back from ACL.
Not worried about him.
Shedeur will be playing his first snap ever in the NFL if he's the starter. Dylan Gabriel will be playing his first snap ever as a starter if he's the starter. Joe Flacco is older than me, you combined. So, you get what I'm saying? Like I'm playing the odds right now. I'm playing the odds. Like I like my defense, my offense versus that defense and offensive core. Against y'all, I feel like we split again. I feel like we'll win if we win at home. If we win at home, we're gonna lose in Pittsburgh. If we lose at home, we're gonna win in Pittsburgh. Like I feel like it's gonna be a split. No matter how it goes, I feel like we're gonna split. The Ravens is the one matchup I'm like, bro, I don't know how it's gonna go because we played them tough last year in a shootout. With no defense, just straight offense. There was no defense on either of those games. They were 30+ matchups. So, 30+ point matchups. If we win one of those, we're in the playoffs. If we split between both of y'all, the Ravens and the Steelers, we're in the playoffs. If we lose, if we get swept by either of those teams, we're not in the playoffs. That's how it's gonna go. Because that means it's gonna come down to somebody in another division has to have their second team be trash. And I don't want to depend on that. I want to depend on it depend on what we do, not what on somebody else does. Let y'all have to do that. I don't want to doing that usually puts us in a situation where a team's gonna be like, we've already made the playoffs, we can let them win. That's what that tells. Yeah. Usually when that happens, that's the case. every time. It's a team that's number one it's usually the number one team in the division or number one team in the conference, i.e. last year. Think about it. Last year we needed the Broncos to lose. Who did they face? Chiefs were already in the playoffs. Didn't need to win the game. What did they do? They sent Carson Wentz out there to get it done. 30-point blowout. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Carson didn't care either.
So if I'm looking at it right now, I got us 11 wins. 11, 12 wins. That's why I got us at right now. 11 or 12.
11, 12
I got us 11 or 12 wins. Because that puts us at least one. That's 1-1. That's 1-1 in every. That's 1-1 in every. That's 1-1 with the two division contenders. A sweep in one division contender. Well, one division opponent, and everything else outside of that is either we get 1 to 2. I say 11 wins if I'm being straightforward. 11 wins. So that gives us an out of conference loss, division, out of conference loss. That's how I think. Or in conference, but just not division.
I got you.
I'm waiting to hear this. What do you got right now?
Wait. Me, man. What I got for us, going to the playoff. I think having Aaron Rodgers now, it brings us 10, 11 wins. At the most 12. If everything goes A-OK, no fall off like we did last year, 5-game stretch.
No big injuries or anything like that.
Yeah, like this is gonna be the first year. And this is why I said the O-line is on the prove year. It's gonna be the first year that these guys are fully healthy. Everybody's here. Everybody's in their right position. So there should be no excuses. Troy coming back, finally get to see you. Last year was pretty much a rookie year. Red shirt. We didn't see you. So second year is a rookie year. Let's go ahead and let's get that going. But as far as division, I got us sweeping you. I got us splitting with the Browns and splitting with the Ravens.
So you can split against
us.
You can split against us. That's crazy. You split with the Browns and that. Wait a minute.
Now, hear me. Hold on. Hear me out, because it's gonna make sense. Those trap games. Mike Tomlin and the Steelers fall for them every time. And one big game against the Browns.
Snow game. Last year was the snow game.
Yeah.
Year before that.
The year before that, the Patriots. We got mollywopped by the Patriots and the Cardinals back to back.
Okay, fair enough.
Trap City.
I don't see y'all sweeping us, but I get what you
Huh?
I don't see y'all sweeping us, but I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. Okay, so all right.
Best case scenario, we split with everybody. I'm like you. We split with everybody, but ideally, we sweep y'all. I feel like the Ravens gonna give us a match, but at the same time, I feel like we can handle the Ravens. And maybe you don't agree with this notion, but I think the Ravens are beatable.
I do too. I do. I mean, think about it. We both of our games were fourth quarter or overtime games, and we didn't change our rosters much. None of our rosters got ultimately boosted. I feel like our roster got better. I feel like, honestly, from what I've heard so far about OTAs and minicamp so far, Jermaine Burton's been showing his butt. And when I say Joe Burrow's been liking him, they say he came out and told him, he was like, bro, I've been under T. Higgins and Jamar Chase wing for the past, about 5 to 6 months. And he says ever since that's happened, he's seen a difference in how he's prepared, how he's worked out, everything. So I'm ready to see it. Andre Yoshivas has been looking great in camp as well. The big one that I love to hear was Logan Wilson and Cam Johnson. They look like they are 100%. Like they don't look like they're having any problems health-wise since coming back from injury. So it's gonna be fun to watch this division this year, dog. Because now we all got quarterbacks, or at least have a contention for quarterbacks. I.e., we got Big Joe Shiesty. They got Big Truz over there in Baltimore. Y'all got Mr. Discount Double Check himself. And the Browns are trying to figure out if they got if they got this or if they got one of these. Or one of these.
Where my boy at?
Hey,
wrong
Hey,
player. And it's not even to
it's gonna
talk
be.
junk about Shador because I like Shador. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted him to the Steelers. I feel like
Me
the
too.
Steelers should have drafted him, especially with him falling that way. But Shador, bro, I'm one player in the NFL as a whole. If we're gonna talk about that, I really want to see what you're gonna do because the whole entire NFL passed on you, all 32 teams. So
That's true.
go out there and ball out. Come through the North and beat the shit out of everybody. I dare you.
Hey, my challenge to him is come be about it. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, look here. You gonna have to show me, Bama. You gonna have to show me, Bama. Hey, look here. You don't just get a free pass in this division. It- We
No,
we we snap legs,
no.
ankles, and stop hearts out here.
And rookie QBs, Mike Tomlin don't lose too. So
Zach Taylor got a positive record now too, so I ain't mad at it. I mean, we at one point we was negative. Now we positive. We was boy rookie QBs used to be the death of us. Now we can actually beat them. I don't know, but we both are going through changes. Me being defensive coordinator and contract, y'all going through just player personnel in a sense, like trying to find that last piece or those couple pieces that can help. The Browns is a quarterback and everything. Quarterback and I think it's really offense for them. Their defense isn't that bad. Their defense isn't bad at all. When healthy, I think they're one of the best defenses in the league. But the Ravens are trying to find pass coverage. Obviously, with Malachi Starks, adding Malachi Starks now should be interesting. And then obviously, pass rush for them is really going to be a big standpoint because they ain't really got no big pass rushers out there other than in Matabike, who we can just send a double at him. We good. So this is gonna be fun to watch. Dog. This division is gonna be so fun to watch,
yeah.
bro. It's gonna be so fun. And such a headache.
Look,
Such a headache.
I tell my peoples, I don't fear the Ravens at all. And then
Me
a
either.
lot of them, they came back to me. Oh, you got Aaron Rodgers. Oh, snap. We got to worry about it. We got to worry about it. And I said the only reason why the Ravens fans are mad about Aaron Rodgers coming is because the Steelers now have a competent quarterback. That's all we've been missing for real. So,
Yeah.
and look what we've been doing without it. So you add somebody in there. Like I said, if the O line can stay healthy, can jail work, protect Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he's gonna dice you up. He's gonna dice you up. I don't need him to move around. So
Sure.
we're gonna see, man.
If Joe
We're
just
gonna
stay,
see.
if
We're
Joe
gonna
stays
see.
healthy, we good, baby. If Joe stays healthy, we are fine. Like we are going to be a-okay. We need Joe to stay healthy and our defense to show up. If you ain't got nothing else, I'm good, brother.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But state of the North, we're gonna see.
Oh
It's gonna get
man,
real interesting. Winter's coming. Winter's coming. Hey,
but who you
one day before
telling?
I go, I might be going to another game this year. Might be. I'm trying to finagle. It ain't nothing crazy. It's on your boy G Day. It's on your boy G Day. Going up to
Ooh
to
wee,
the Jets. Aaron Rodgers' Revenge Tour starts September 7th.
that, that's a nasty game too to go to, because their defense is
Justin
already gonna be like, man,
Fields.
that man, yeah, ooh wee, that is.
It ain't nothing to
I
write
wish
home
I.
about, but
Why it's
I
not?
feel like that game. He said, "Why it's not?" It is. Aaron Rodgers. They don't want Aaron Rodgers to tell him get the hell up out of here. So,
Yeah, that's right.
but
That's right.
I think that's gonna be. I think that'll show the tone for the season. That first game gonna set the tone for the season. So yeah,
We start
but
off with a
yeah, man.
division game, so it's gonna be for us.
Yeah, go ahead and just take that dub, bro. Forget the Browns. The Browns gonna be the Browns.
I need that.
Until you come to me, then it's L's all day. It's L's all day. Smoking on that Bengal pack. L's all day, man.
All right, brother. All right, brother.
Yeah, all right. Now,
Uh,
we'll talk. We'll talk. I got the couch waiting for
I
you.
bet.
I got the couch waiting for
Man,
you.
listen, bro.
But
Listen, bro.
yeah, man,
Keep it nice and
we're
warm
gonna
for him.
go ahead and get
We
up
gonna be
out of
gone
here,
for a
man.
while.
We're gonna go ahead and get up out of
uh,
here, man. One time. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Coach Jack, let them know where to find you at again before we get up out
hey,
of here.
come find me on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. Jump in with Jack. That's jump. The letter N with Jack. And remember, man, Pray, drink water. You already know.
Hey, man, we out of here, man. It's your boy, Meech, man. Y'all stay up and y'all stay blessed.